Hey there, welcome to the Smell of Logic channel. I am Ramona, and we're doing some more Reddit stories, because that's what we do here. And this one is, what difficult truths, the sooner you accept them, the better your life will be. So, are we ready? I suppose so. Ready? Set. And happiness and satisfaction are completely internal, and based on what you have chosen to measure them by. No one and nothing can make you happy unless you have chosen to let it be. That is why there are more miserable rich people and people who have great lives that are still unhappily yearning for more. That's an option, I guess. Nothing can be easily earned. You have to work for it. No one cares about you except your family. No one gives an F about you for what you are doing, so mind your own business and work. And the best, you'll die one day, so enjoy your life and stop worrying about shit. And there's replies that say, keep in mind though, work doesn't always give a shit about you or your family. Yeah. When you're young, it feels like a small thing to turn your back on society. But as the years go on, it can be a lonely place out there. I think that's very true. None of this matters. Some people won't like you, sometimes for no reason. Death comes for everyone, eventually. It's a sobering reminder to hold your loved ones tight. Yes, but it's also important to not let them make you feel afraid to live just because you will die eventually. It should remind you how important it is to spend the time you have to the fullest. You are responsible for your life. Blaming others for your problems might feel good temporarily, but it doesn't change your situation. Taking responsibility empowers you to make changes and improve your circumstances. I have found that sometimes the people who claim they have had bad luck actually just made bad decisions. That's true too. You cannot fight authority and win, except in the rarest of cases. Avoid seeking other people's approval. Be you. You will die just like everybody else. Judge people you win. People judge you when they first meet you. You probably do it to others as well. There's a lot of people who do not put grocery carts away. It's a small thing, but shows that you have character with people, and that drives me nuts. Everything you read is not true. If someone is able to prove it wrong, it is not a conspiracy theory to cover it up. You and you alone are the best ally and worst enemy of yourself at the same time. Once you come to terms with that, things will start to make some more sense. That's very true, actually. You can't trust your employer, ever. When you actually accept, not just understand, that there is no such thing as fair, your life and your thoughts will become so much calmer. Most of your problems are self-inflicted. That you have to put in hours and hours of work to get better at something, but it's worth it. Life is long, and it's worth it to develop new skills. 1. Life is unfair. Once you accept this, you will feel better. 2. Good deeds usually go unrewarded. If you are doing a good deed for a reward, you are not doing it for the right reason. 3. You will never be able to explain anything to someone who is unwilling or unable to listen. If you try, you will, at minimum, be frustrated and waste your time. Every great man has left a large trail of dead bodies in their wake. The world doesn't work based on what is fair and not fair. No one is coming to save you, so you have to do it all by yourself. Just because you're right doesn't mean people will agree with you and might work against you either way. My wife struggles with this. She has an idea that works and gets the company more money, but the owner and other workers are against it because they disagree with it, even with the evidence that it works better for them financially. All the data in the world won't change the mind of a person who won't listen. That is super, super duper true. Personally, I wish I understood early on your personal care and effort you put into people. While you may have valued their efforts, it does not mean that they will value it at the same level. Karma isn't real. Bad people will succeed. You make the future. It is easy to believe that everything is hopeless and terrible, because that means you don't have to do anything about it, because apparently it wouldn't do anything anyway. There's no point. There is comfort in hopelessness. So you can sit there, do nothing, believe that the world is in the hands of some mysterious, insidious cabal, and coast everything that results would be the same whether or not you did anything between nothing and everything. It's much harder to accept that you have power, because that might entail some responsibility. The truth is, over your life, the lives of the people around you, and to some extent the world, what you do actually matters. And given the way that affects the choices ripple beyond our reality to see them, probably in much larger ways than we realize. People telling difficult truths are often just bitter. People die, and we're all going to die. That I can never become good looking. If they wanted to, they would. It is what it is. People's opinions don't matter, not one bit. I realize that most opinions that people hold are not truly theirs. They acquired them somehow from something else, and that they think about the matter factually. They will see that their opinions won't hold. I completely believe that, and myself included. No one is more interested and has more vested interest in your success and happiness than you do. Happiness is not something you receive and then have from there on. It is made, then maintained, sometimes painstakingly, but always by your own hand. Expect nothing, and you'll never be disappointed. Don't get into arguments on the internet. No one will change their mind. Run, hole, squeal, six advise, humorous, grandiose, fool, pot, touch. I'll let you figure that one out. Nothing is forever. Everything changes. You need to provide the world with something for people to value you. That is why so many people out there who think that they just deserve a girlfriend or a boyfriend. But if you're not giving anything, if they don't offer anything, then you're not going to get the kind of person who offers you anything. The same thing with friendships. Friendships are about giving. It's not about what you want. It's about what you offer. And I'm not talking about financial stuff here. I'm talking about listening, being there when someone needs you, helping them. When you hit your 20s, all you can think about is that what the world can give you, not about what you can offer. You need to offer something to be valuable to society. Life can never be without difficulties. There is always someone better looking, better educated, younger, more experienced, more intelligent, or wealthier than you. Do your best, live without regret, have empathy and kindness, give what you can, expecting nothing in return. Focus on your heart, value more than what others have. People who are good to you will make you feel happy, joyful, accepted, cared for, and filled with fun times, despite any differences. People who are not good to you will make you feel anxious, sad, down, slighted, judged, and never check in on you when you're not okay. Don't even bother noticing when you're not okay. Genuine people will never let you suffer in silence and watch you suffer. Stay away from those who you feel negative emotions and thoughts towards. Life is hard. It just is. You have to have a positive attitude, and you'll only ever see the bad. That the hardest working person in the world is most likely one of the poorest. Getting rich is about luck, not work ethic. Women poop. Political parties may not have been set up might not have been set up for, but are currently being used to divide the American people so that we can't stand united against the corruption throughout the entire government. Power. The cake is a lie. Don't tell me that. Don't just be yourself. No one has ever succeeded without putting in a level of effort that makes them uncomfortable. Like a recipe, advice is just part of what needs to be done, or it's luck. Good people get tired of spreading kindness to ungrateful, angry people. Your lack of planning doesn't constitute an emergency for others. It sucks, but seriously, always have a backup plan for everything and be as well organized as you can. Live for yourself. Be happy with what you have. If you are always worrying about what ifs, then you waste what would be a good life. When you're born, your circumstances are entirely the fault of those around you. As time goes on, your circumstances gradually become the result of your own decisions. Eventually, the factors within your control are far more important than those outside of your control. Most people on Earth are not terminally online. The average person doesn't care about half the shit you think getting into culture wars about. You are born alone and you will die alone. When you're going through hard times, no one is going to help you. We're on a rock zipping through space with no steering wheel, no brakes, and no throttle. In the grand scheme of things, be mindful of what you think you can control. You don't have to floss all of your teeth, just the ones you want to keep. That you will have to accept difficult things. There is a point in everybody's life growing up where you have to decide to accept difficult truths or to keep staying in your delusional world. Life ain't all strippers and burritos, my friend. Most people generally know what they want out of life, and then build their world view around those goals. Rather than building a cogent view of the world and then choosing a value-based life plan. Nobody cares, and it's not such a bad thing. March to your own beat. Shut up. Just shut up and listen to other people. There's no running from the thoughts in your head or the feelings. The only way out is facing them head on and going through them. There's a light at the other side of the tunnel, but you'll never find it if you never get to the end of it and find out. You can make no mistakes and still lose the game. We can do our best, give it everything we've got, and still fail. Failure is inevitable, because nobody is perfect. As time goes on, your abilities to do things you like will decline. It is okay, though, because instead of being able to do 10,000 of 10,000 things, being able to do 8,000 or 9,000 of 10,000 things is still better than being able to do none. So just have to focus on what it is that you can still do as we age. Your time on this planet is finite. Internalize that shit for real, and act accordingly. Some people recognize this on an intellectual level, but behave like they're every other where'd all the time go? Ass-kissing MFs out there. Like they aren't every second of the way. Somebody was drunk when they wrote that one. You can do everything right and still lose. Oh, we get that a lot. Somebody watched a little too much Star Trek. People are going to hurt you no matter what. Not saying every person you will meet will, but not everyone is a good person, and no matter how nice or positive your intentions are, it will not always be reciprocated. No one will ever write themselves as the villain of their own story, and no story is completely one-sided. Life is not a fairy tale. Drugs and alcohol are fun. Making choices in life just to please or impress other people won't build a life that makes you happy. Not everything is a lesson. Sometimes you just fail. From a man's perspective, 1, you will never be loved just because of who you are. You need to provide something. 2, hard work is not enough to achieve great things. You need to work smart and have some luck in the end. 3, no one is coming to save you. If people want to spend time with you, they will. Once you're an adult, there really isn't anyone who can 100% depend on except yourself. There will still be people in your life to lean on, but everyone has their limits and how they can help you. That there are certain things we desire so much that we cannot have no matter how hard we try. You won't always get what you want. That you are not special. No one will ever love you how you love them. The most important thing I've learned is that the universe you experience is a reflection of your intentions and actions. The way you treat people and approach situations can be reflected back at you. If you treat people with love and respect and approach the world with optimism, the universe will reciprocate. Maybe not every single time, but on average, you will experience what you put out coming back to you. we're going to stop this little video right here. Going to do a couple more of these because this is a really long thread, and I want to, basically. So I'm just going to say this real quick. If you or someone you know enjoys coloring, for stress relief or just for fun, or, you're bored and want to spend some money for some reason, go check out my Amazon creators page. I'm putting out pretty much a coloring book every week. And it's all AI generated artwork because arthritis and crap and my drawing skills are nothing to write home about. But if you do, go check that out. The link's in the description of these videos, pretty much every video. So anyway, thank you for watching and listening to this. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please leave a like, or maybe even subscribe to the channel, or maybe leave a comment or anything. And or share it with somebody if you think some of these hard truths might help somebody out, or at least give them a chuckle. But thanks for listening and watching, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.